Kicking things off is the funk lick. It is named as such because inside of this 6-bar 3-chord jam is a melody that you're going to hear not just from guitar players, but from just about anybody who has made a funk record. So pay close attention to this and start to incorporate it into all of your funk soloing. Also within this lick is going to be many of the essential techniques that we're going to check out throughout 50 Funk Licks you must know, such as bending, grace note slides, quarter step pulls, and what have you. So definitely key in on this because there's a lot of must-know material. Let's get to it. Kicking things off, we have this pentatonic minor based melody that can be dropped in any funk situation and it's going to work. What's going on here is you're going to use all downstrokes. So, and the first technique that you run into is a grace note slide, and we're going to do that a lot throughout 50 Funk Licks. So that means that you're going to strike the note and immediately make the slide to wherever you're going. In this case, we're in D minor, so we're going from the 4th, which is G, and we're sliding up to the 5th, which is A. So as soon as you attack the G, you make the slide into A. Be careful after you make that grace note slide. You got to come right back here and have your first finger at the 6th fret in the 6th position so you can make the minor third descent. Play that descending minor third and get right to the root and give it a little vibrato. You don't have a lot of time because it's only a dotted 8th note at 72 beats per minute. But you can still get some wiggle time in there nonetheless. So you're going to be bouncing back between what we would think is the 8th position, since we're sliding the 3rd finger up to the 10th fret, and the 6th position to get these grace note slides to the 5th, and coming back to the minor 3rd in D. So we have 2 bars of that. It's identical what happens in bars 1 and 2. Then we're going to switch over here to bar 3, where we have the 4 chord come in. This is a condensed 12 bar if you haven't noticed. It's 6 bars, so things are half of what they usually are. So the 4 chord here is going on for 1 measure. You're going to play basically the same lick, except you're not going to make a grace note slide up to the 4th to the 5th off of G. You're going to bend it. Just giving you a difference in phrasing, and that's one of the general ideas here. Also in the funk lick is different ways to play the same thing. It's very good to be able to have phrasing options. So you're going to bend up to the 5th from the 4th. And you're also going to end the lick with something different. You're going to come up here 4th to the 5th, then use your 4th finger to catch the high root. In bar 4, you're just going to go back and repeat the same motif that you established in bars 1 and 2. But when you get down here to bar 5, we're going to start the turnaround. We're going to go down from A minor 7 to G minor 7. We're going to shift the idea over to the top string set. Instead of playing on the 2nd and 3rd, we're going to go here to the 1st and 2nd. And we're going to cop what we did at the 4 chord by not grace note sliding from 4 to 5. In this case, off A minor, D to E. We're going to do the bend. Bring it down a whole step. And just change up the melody, the line shape here. Instead of coming back down on the root, we're just going to give the bend 4 to 5, the 4 to 5 bend, whole step bend. Just hit it twice. And notice I still stick with all those downstrokes for the attack that this lick needs to have. Final measure. Everything's the same up until this point, right here at beat 4. Right after your grace note slide at the tail end of beat 3, you're going to do a first finger whole step bend. Now, depending on what gauge strings you got or what kind of neck or whatever your guitar scenario is, this could be easy, hard, medium, whatever it may be. On this particular instrument, it's a little tough, but it can happen. If you got to bend in, like I'm actually coming down, using my whole arm to come down and lower my shoulder to make this happen. Now, don't be afraid to get physical with what it is you're playing, and that's going to It's going to come into play a lot here with the funk licks because you're going to use a lot of wrist motion, a lot of elbow motion here in the pick hand, and there's going to be a lot of weirdness going on in your fret hand when it comes to some of these unique techniques. It's not every day you get a whole step bend like that. Okay, so that was lick number 1. Let's get to lick number 2.